Upgrades.
Hey everybody, this is Jorge from TeamJVS giving you a quick exclusive of the movie Stop Motion. This movie was a horror slash, I'll go with thriller movie. It's from Shudder and it is phenomenal. The synopsis of this is a stop motion animator struggles to control her demons after the loss of her overbearing mother. And I know that doesn't tell you much, but my goodness, does this movie just unfold. And you've kind of seen some of these things before in movies like this where, you know, kind of reality and this fictional place kind of bleed in together. But this movie is fascinating. You see this animator, her name was Ellie, just kind of going through the ringer and like all these emotions, all these craziness that starts happening, you know, once her mother falls ill, and you kind of see all these blockers that she had, and then her creativity just starts opening up. She ends up meeting this little girl, which I don't think has a name. Throughout the whole movie, I don't think I ever hear them mention her name. But it's fascinating how she kind of goes into one of these late night benders. And the thing that's fascinating about this movie is just how well the stop motion is. But when you start looking at like just the whole horror genre and how they're able to encompass the stop motion into real life and how they're able to blend that and how they're able to kind of mix that into the movie in terms of what's literally happening is just, it's phenomenal. Like, I haven't seen something like that. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. The rawness of some scenes were, you know, second to none. You know, there's one scene where, you know, like she's basically opening up a wound. And just the way that they filmed that was just, like, it was brutal in such a cool way. Overall, I mean, just looking at this movie, it didn't involve a lot of actors. And I think that's kind of for the better. It was very much always in a closed kind of scenario where you just felt so tight and intimate with Ella the whole time, just kind of seeing her progress, seeing her just kind of going through her motions and going through, you know, kind of like her science of making these stop motion videos. I will say the director of this, Robert Morgan, just did a fabulous job in terms of shooting this in a way where it's like you're always that fly in the wall. Like, you always understand what's happening. You always see what's happening. The music in this kind of paired perfectly with everything that was happening within this movie. I act like this right now has just completely blown my socks off in terms of just how cool and unique it was. Because it's not like this is a brand new story in terms of, you know, kind of like the big items in a horror film. But the way that this was done and shot and shown was so different and so beautifully done. All the way to the very end of the movie. You know, sometimes the end of the movies are very lackluster and just kind of leave a lot to yearn for. And this just closes it so perfectly. It was just one of those really beautifully done movies from start to finish. I completely love this movie. I was blown away. If I had to rate this, you know, from 1 to 10, this would be a solid, you know, 8 out of 10. Definitely a must watch. I mean, Shudder is Shudder. Like, you know what you're getting with them. You kind of understand everything that they're doing. But yeah, but that's kind of about it. I'm so intrigued to see more from this director. And I guess it kind of takes me back a little bit, because I believe this is his directorial debut for Robert Morgan, and I was just very impressed in terms of, you know, how he was able to just shoot some of these shots. And it's interesting because you know how sometimes they make it very dark. This was one of those weird films where things were extremely dark, but you were still able to see everything that was happening. And it was just good. Guys, I'm telling you, don't sleep on this one. Definitely go out and watch it. Once again, give this 8 out of 10. Robert Morgan was a phenomenal director for this one. Super impressed. But yeah, but as always, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys watched this. Let me know if this is on your list. But as always, this is Jorge with TeamJVS, and we'll see you next time. Peace.